So you're ready to try your first Cool Carts Cartomizer on your auto battery. You quickly discover there's a problem. Although the LED light lights up, you're not getting any vapor, and it looks like the Cartomizer isn't screwed all the way down. No matter how hard you apply pressure, the Cartomizer isn't budging. You try chasing the threads by loosening and tightening the Cartomizer. That doesn't work either. Now you're frustrated. Here's a quick fix should this occur to you. Remove your Cartomizer from the battery. Using either a cuticle file or a piece of fine grit sandpaper, I prefer to use 400 grit, take the sandpaper and wrap it around the threads. With your index finger and thumb, apply pressure and give the battery about a dozen turns back and forth. Then, take a piece of paper towel and wipe your threads down. Reattach your Cartomizer, which should screw all the way down. If it doesn't, simply repeat the procedure until the Cartomizer does screw all the way down and produces vapor. This is a known occurrence which arises on occasion and only involves the use of premium Cool Cartomizers when attached to either short, regular, XL auto batteries or auto pass-throughs. This may also affect Diamond and Stealth Series auto batteries, however I have not read of any occurrences as of yet. This will not have any adverse effect on your battery when working with other Cartomizers. How will I know when it's time to change the Cartomizer? If you've been using your Cartomizer for an hour or two and start to notice diminished flavor or vapor production, like a traffic signal, this is your yellow light warning, it's time to replace your Cartomizer. Continued vaping will lead to what is commonly referred to as a burnt Cartomizer. This condition occurs when a dry spot develops on the wicking tube, causing a burn hole. This hot spot burns a hole through the wicking material and surrounding absorbent polyfill. A burnt Cartomizer will have a highly unpleasant taste, similar to burning a cigarette filter. Once a Cartomizer is burnt, I suggest removing the white rubber cap and tossing the Cartomizer in the garbage. Never attempt to use a burnt Cartomizer with e-liquid. I have a number of burnt Cartomizers here. Some have obvious signs of hot spots, which have discolored and even blistered through the Cartomizer labeling, while others may look fine but have a noticeable burnt aroma to them. To fully understand what happens when a Cartomizer is burnt, we should take a look at its inner workings. A Cartomizer has 6 main components outside of the metal housing. A rubber top or mouth cap, polyfill material used for absorbing e-liquid. This Cartomizer is obviously a burnt Cartomizer, as indicated by the burn holes through the polyfill material. Wicking material, again, burn holes. And the wick tube, which covers the actual heating element or atomizer. At the base of all this is the air tube. This is what you look down to see whether it's flooded or not. Over the last couple of days, I have been primarily using a pre-filled Newport Cartomizer. To extend the life of the Cartomizer, I've been adding a few drops of WOW Newport to the polyfill material every couple of hours. This is known as topping off or dripping. The key of extending the life of a Cartomizer is to never allow it to dry out, which will prevent a burn hole in the wicking material. Because this is a premium Newport flavor, it primarily consists of a PG base. PG, or propylene glycol, is a sugar alcohol. When heated into vapor form, the sugar alcohol creates esters, which bond onto the polyfill material. This resin-like substance over time starts to fill the voids which make the polyfill material absorbent. As well, resin starts to collect at the base of the cartomizer. I've probably put 3 milliliters or 75 drops into the cartomizer, and now notice that the polyfill material isn't absorbing liquid at the rate it once was. As well, the vapor and taste seem to have diminished considerably. This is a sign that the cartomizer will need to be cleaned. This is a great way to stretch your dollar by reusing your cartomizers. I have had great success using a combination of topping off, cleaning, and refilling. In some cases, I've had cartomizers last weeks with up to 30 full uses. There are many ways to wash out cartomizers, which include placing them in a pot of boiling water for 15 minutes, or soaking them in vodka, Everclear, or 100% alcohol. In this case, we are planning on using the same flavored e-liquid which came in the pre-filled cartomizer. As such, we're not terribly concerned with any slight carryover of flavor. Our main concern is to remove the sugary buildup from the polyfill and wicking material and the resin out of the base of the cartomizer, so we can refill it with the same flavored juice and enjoy top-notch vaping and peak performance. Here's a quick, inexpensive way to accomplish this. I remove the white rubber end cap, or in this case, the drip tip. Take the cartomizer and place it in a glass of water. I just use the hottest water I can get out of the tap. I allow the cartomizer to sit for about 15 minutes and soak. After the 15 minutes is up, I drain the water out and take an inexpensive baster. These sell at places like Target for about $2. Take the battery in and put it down towards the bottom of the baster. Put the baster bulb on. Fill the glass again with the hottest water you can get from the tap. And simply work the water back and forth through the cartomizer. And I do this, probably for about a minute or two. Just constantly flushing it back and forth. Like all sugar buildups, hot water works great. And again, we're not really concerned with any minor flavor carryover because this is a Newport cartomizer and I'm going to be refilling it with Newport. This would be the same whether you were using grape or peach. It really doesn't matter. And in most cases, this actually does a pretty good job of getting rid of all the old flavor. Maybe there might be a slight hint, but not much. When I'm working with stronger flavored cartomizers and I plan on filling them, say, a cafe mocha frappe, and I'm going to fill it with grape, then I'll soak them in vodka, and again, for about 15 minutes. So after you're done working the water through, simply empty the water out of the baster, remove the bulb, take the cartomizer out, give it a good shake over the sink, place it on a paper towel. It takes about a day, day and a half for it to dry. However, I have another trick to show you, and that's how to get these dry literally in a matter of 30 seconds so that you can get it refilled and get back to top performance and top-notch vaping. A great quick way to get all the water out of your cartomizer so you can quickly refill it is to use the tear and spin method. The tear and spin was created by a forum poster with the nickname, oddly enough, of Terran here at the ECF. Simply take a long condom. Most condoms come in 2 sizes. Take the longer of the 2 condoms, place it over the mouth end of your cartomizer, about 1/3 of the way on. I make my own tear and spin. lanyard. And this is made basically of parachute cord. The dowel, if you recognize this dowel, it comes from the laundry mat on the clothes hanger. It happens to be a 3/8 inch ID, which is just perfect for holding a cartomizer on. So I take one of those, I cut it, put a hole through, draw my string in. Most times I'll do this outdoors, and I don't put the cap on it. And as you can see, a much larger difference in taking water out. I generally do this twice, just to be sure, especially if I'm going to refill right away. I got about another drip of water out. One. Leaves us with a fresh white cartomizer, ready to be refilled, ready for top-notch vaping once again. Thanks for joining me. I always love doing videos for the best family on the ECF, my family at Vapor4life. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next. Take care.